Our
Here.
vice presidential candidates, but all things politics related. Love having you here. 43 days till Election Day, John.
It's going quick.
It is going quick. Let's first talk about the presidential race right now. A lot of people saying that Romney may have done some serious damage to the poll numbers this week. Your opinion on that?
In the swing states, it's pretty close, most of them within the margin of error. Therefore, what I see as a main turning point in the campaign is going to be the presidential debates. That can really either make or break. What you really want to do is make sure you don't make a mistake.
Well, when do we see those debates starting, too?
The 3rd, right?
October?
The first one is October 3rd. There's going to be a total of 3 presidential debates and 1 vice presidential debate.
And what do you think of Romney as a debater?
He did well in the primaries this year. He did well 4 years ago, so I think he's going to hold his own. But of course, President Obama really is as good as they get.
When you get inside 30 days, is that when things begin to, obviously they're heating up, but will we see some change towards the candidates? What will we see when we get within 30 days?
One of the things that you want to look for is, in a campaign, the main thing you want is to be fluid, to respond to any changes. So one thing you want to watch for, see if there's schedule changes, to see, when I keep talking about these swing states, to see all of a sudden if they start being in one more than the other. That'll show that those states are within their reach.
He's had some shakeup in his campaign staff, Mr. Romney. We've seen that before. Is that a panic type button, or is it common in these kinds of races?
It's absolutely common, and I would argue the opposite, saying if you don't see some fine-tuning going into the last 30 days, maybe they're not reacting to changes. It's absolutely normal.
What do you think about Romney's stop here in San Diego? Any inside information you found out that perhaps we didn't?
Well, I'm surprised that a lot of people, a lot of criticism that you've heard about, et cetera, is the fact that he's coming here since it's such a blue state. But keep in mind his purpose, and that's what you want to do in a campaign. Set a goal and achieve your goal. The money he raised here yesterday will allow him to air commercials, let's say, well, specifically, let's say he'll be able to air it on State A while he's in State B. So in other words, it's covering it more, whereas if he didn't raise the money and the resources, it would only be, there's only so many times left that they can only hit so many campaign states. You'll notice he's starting a bus caravan next week that's going to hit Ohio, Virginia, et cetera. So they're sticking to their game plan.
The president has run a pretty good campaign, you have to say, to this point. He's had a couple of missteps, but overall, do you think he's run a pretty good campaign?
I think he has run a pretty good campaign. What I'm watching, though, is some of the themes that they're hitting, when they don't seem like they're working, they're not adjusting their strategy, such as, you know, the famous Romney quote, et cetera. They've tried to make this a big issue. It kind of peaked a little bit, and I think they need to realize that it's not going to last the next 43 days.
All right, let's turn to our local race now, and the mayor's race, quite frankly, been pretty quiet. Your opinion?
It's amazing. One of the largest cities in this country, and it's been very quiet, et cetera. Again, they are still, at this point, similar to the presidential race, still focusing on fundraising. They're probably going to go on the airwaves quite a bit during the last 30 days, and that's really what you want to look for.
Do you think either candidate is waiting for some real key endorsements in the next 20 to 30 days? Well,
I wouldn't say they're waiting for it. I know they're hoping for it, and there's a couple big ones out there that you're hearing rumors that may happen within the next couple of weeks. So that's certainly going to have an impact. But again, endorsements are good, endorsements are nice, but they're not going to win the campaign. The way you're going to win your campaign is to get your message out to the people.
Well, we have some news about Mayor Jerry Sanders that we're going to show you tomorrow on the news at 10 in regards to an endorsement, or a lack of endorsement. So that'll be fun to watch tomorrow on Channel 6.
To see that. You sat down with him, right, Jeff?
I did sit down with him. It was an enjoyable experience. He's such a treasure of San Diego, and we're working on a larger story with him because he's been a part of San Diego for some 36 years in public service with the police department and now the mayor's office. So.
And on one hand, I always caution, be careful of polls, you know, it's only a snapshot in time. But on the other hand, this current mayor has some of the most high favorable ratings. People really think he's, and keep in mind, he took over when the city was really in a bad spot, and he literally did turn it around.
One of the things he told me real quickly, when he took office for Dick Murphy, there were 550 jobs at the city that were unaccounted for. They didn't even know, they were on the budget, but they were unaccounted for. That was the kind of mess that they didn't even know what properties the city had. So it was a big, big mess, and he's done well to turn it around.
And Dick Murphy was in for over 4 years, so he can't use an excuse that it wasn't on his watch.
All right, John, thanks so much for coming in. Happy Sunday to you.
Thank you.
Go
Thanks,
Chargers.
Go Chargers.
Nice. I like the look. That's nice.
You got to wear it on Sunday.
You do. All right,
John.
John, thank you.